try this, file this under two things. One, I left my selfie stick at home because I took it out of one of my regular day packs, and it's practically like one of those prepper or military personnel go bags. I just grab the thing and I count on certain things being inside, which when I take something out, because that one time I know I don't need it, and I forget to put it back. So that, and the other thing is, why am I out here in the middle of downtown Monsoon early in the morning on a Sunday when I normally would be having my coffee peacefully in front of my little apartment? Kim's got a stomach ache, so I went with him because it comes down to a choice. Do I want Fawn to be with me because I provide for her only, or do I want her to actually care about me? So here I am for moral support and probably some financial support to pay for the doctor for the stomach ache. The kids get stomach aches all the time. They eat like everything. I mean, in the village, they literally just don't eat the giant centipede here. That every other thing that they find, they eat. Some of which I don't like to be around while they're doing. You know, village life is different. Anyways, here's a high school. Big high school in town. This is one of the private ones, I think, or semi. You pay extra to go here. I'm not quite sure exactly what it is, but it's one of the better ones. You got to pay to go here. This is where Ken and Kim are going, I guess. That's where Fawn has them at the compatible primary school now. There's a free school that they could go to in her village, but she pays to have them go here. I don't know the difference really. She probably knows what she's doing. She's in this teaching business. Anyways, kind of surprised. I can't say too much, but like, there's a lady in our periphery. She's quite bright, really quite bright and quite talented, and she has a career and sort of like uber pretty. Like, if I was single, I would probably file her under too pretty to date. It's just too distracting. Her boyfriend dumped her. I was like, and I met the boyfriend a couple times. She's kind of an impressive person. She's got a lot going on in her young little life. She does a lot. She hustles a lot. She does a lot. The boyfriend did not strike me as a fellow climber of Maslow's hierarchy. He did not impress me in such a way. But I was surprised he dumped her. I was really like, wow. Got to be. I'll bet there's a fight going on in our local social circles of who's going to ask her out next. I got to imagine. I was really shocked. Anyways, a little village gossip aside. So Fawn gets this request all the time. Somebody just requested this in the channel. Hey, Fawn got a friend for me. We can't find somebody for my son, and the problem is trust of the Thai lady. Good village young ladies, good village ladies, a good person. Did you hear the word good enough? Okay, you got me? They really struggle. Not hesitate, they'll hesitate, but before they hesitate, they're struggling to find someone that they can recommend. And it's a real, when they know their character, now their concern is for the character of the other person. If you're dating a gold digger or a scammer of any level, man, they got tons of friends for you. They'll be recommending people all the time. And I've never included that on one of my red flags, and I should, because that is. A scammer always has somebody for you. Always has somebody for your friend, because they can get a commission. I'm not kidding. I've been around twice when one was offered. It's a real 100% real thing. A lot of smoking in Thailand, by the way. It's interesting. I would say more smokers here than in the States. But no, they're recommending. The Thai ladies don't like to do it because it comes back on them. So I would say that's definitely a red flag if your Thai friend is recommending ladies for you to date. I would say that's a red flag for sure. if you're dating a lady and she's always asking, hey, you got a friend, you got a friend, I got a friend, like kind of pushing like that, that's a pretty big red flag. I would say that's a pretty big red flag. Oh, it's a cute little frog on that log. Pause so it gives you a little view of the downtown here a little bit. Right there. Sorry I didn't shave yet or anything. I got called out of bed, the lights flicked on, and we're going to the clinic. You know what? Fawn never actually asked me to go. I just got dressed to be supportive and go with her. So I don't want her to have to go on her own. I know that bothers her because then she feels kind of like literally psychologically unsupported, and that's what she's went through with her all her other relationships. I guess the guys were relatively selfish. She had one guy that she really loved and really cared for, kind of the love of her life, which is fine by me. A guy that did real well by her, but he died very young, like a sudden heart attack or something. Unfortunate, but anyway, so recommending. Yeah, you're not going to. I would watch that. The other thing I would watch, we'll make this 2 things to watch in the village. The other thing is, man, we're just getting I'm getting all this feedback. There's an expat in a neighboring village, and I mentioned him before, and I don't want to pick on anybody, but he do-took. He's a do-took guy. He likes to talk, put the ties down. I think he's stressed out. He's spent an enormous amount of money since he's been here and retired. I don't know what percentage of his retirement he's spent, but I just reading between the lines a little bit, I think he's like one of those guys that's kind of come here and shut the wad a bit, and like he's in the Vegas, Caesar's weekend package or something, and he's not that rich, and I think he's under some stress now. But for whatever reason, he's been really bad-mouthing the ties around his village. If you think you're having a private conversation with other expats or ties, it doesn't matter, and you live in a village, I want you to know you are not having a private conversation. That would be like Tom Cruise having a private conversation with another celebrity neighbor or a non-celebrity neighbor. It doesn't matter. That person's going to go, it was Tom Cruise, and you know what he said? He said this. And there's no way that's going to stay private. There's no way. And in this scenario, you're Tom Cruise, but in a bad way. Not like in the rich and handsome way or whatever, you want to say. It's up to you how you want to call that. Oh, here's the Ken and Kim school. There. That's where I go pick them up sometimes and stuff. They're always really nice to me. I always acknowledge them. I give them a little bow. They bow to me because I'm older than practically everybody there. And all that fun stuff. Here's the temple across the street. Sometimes there's a little market and some parking there. An expat just went down that little alley down there. I've seen that guy around town. He never waves or nods or anything. There was a thing this morning. I should put a correction up about a German thing. And there was the German biker gang that killed that guy and cut him up in his freezer. Not to be insensitive. That's what they did. Cut him up and stored him in his own apartment. Had nothing to do, as far as I know, with a Thai woman at all. That was just a crime. I'm surprised the foreign biker gangs are allowed to exist here. I really am surprised that they, because there's Thai gangs, and in any conflict between a foreigner gang and a Thai gang, I can give you one guess as to which gang wins. And I'm not going to get into all the reasons why. There's about a dozen things or so I don't talk about on the channel. You might think back, go, Rob never mentions this, Rob never mentions that. There's certain things that I've just talked it through with a couple of my good Thai friends here, and we just never discuss. It's like they don't exist. I got no interest in exploring certain topics. You can take that for whatever you think it means, but anyways, no. So, but that did happen, and that, as far as I know, nothing to do with the Thai woman. I don't think the Thai woman was used as bait or anything. That was just a German gang protection racket, and then I think the Thai police rounded up a bunch of the top guys, and they're all going to jail or something. So whatever. That's I don't know what people think they're doing going to a foreign country where you got and you take on a criminal enterprise. I don't how someone thinks that's going to end well for them. I guess I don't understand that, but I'm not a criminal, so I guess I don't get it. Anyway, so But yeah, the gossip and privacy. So, man, really watch that. If you really don't enjoy the Thai people or find them interesting or the culture interesting or the language or the food or the whatever, you should stay in stay in a tourist area. You know, they'll be much more tolerant of you and much more used to what you're thinking and talking about. This runs right through the middle of downtown Nansoon. They'll be much more tolerant of all that kind of talk and activity and attitude there. Here out in the rural villages, this guy's getting gossip left and right, and I'm like, oh, hey, he doesn't care. Great. You know, you could eventually have repercussions from that crap. Like, you can't keep doing that. It's very unwise. Not healthy. Not healthy. So, but I keep hearing about this guy, and it's like, dang, was he like putting it out on the internet or something? I mean, it's just constantly getting back to me from different channels, like, what a bad dude this guy is. So the point is we know each other. We're not pals, but we know each other. He did reach out the other day, and he wanted to do something, and you know, and I'm a fairly friendly person, but I made the decision. I'm uncomfortable being seen going to his house, going and hanging out with him, meeting him for a call. I'm uncomfortable with that. The social fallout of that is Fawn will get gossiped. It takes them down a notch. It takes my reputation I've worked hard for down, and I don't need that. So I'm just not going to go. You know, if I really wanted to go, I'd go. But if I'm on the fence at all, no. And that's where we're at. So it's just the way it is. So I've walked back to just around the corner from the clinic where Kim is. So I'm just going to go check on him and Fawn. Be supportive. One, be sincerely supportive. Two, make sure that, because again, this is Thai culture, make sure that it's visible for Fawn's sake. I don't care that much about like what everybody thinks of me. Okay, I'm not one of those people that, gee, what's everybody think? You know. But I want to make sure that Fawn's feeling supported and all that. So I'm going to do that. And then later today, I go meet Usani. We're going to do probably a language video, and have a little chit chat, probably share a little gossip or something, whatever. You know, just have a little morning. So she's always such a nice person, just such a good friend. So, anyways, that's kind of cool. You see people put a door inside a door that's been welded closed. That's odd. Okay, whatever. Sorry. I'm like, the engineer part of my brain took over. I'm like, oh, a door inside the door. No, it's just fake. But it has a latch. They locked it. The other positive of this, the only positive, because Kim is sick, and that's a bummer, because he's such a little pop tart. He's such a little cute little softie. But it's kind of neat to see Nansoon in the morning like this. I actually wanted to come even earlier sometime to see the sunrise, come up here and walk the city. But I do that like in my hiking boots and not forget my selfie stick. Shoulder day was yesterday, and my arm's getting tired holding this camera. My arms do not make a good selfie stick. And you're probably going to get a little more wobble on this video because of that. Anyway, so that's about it. It's been good. Good week with Fawn. No problems. Real quiet night last night. Just focusing on the rehab. Pushing through. I just checked on Fawn and Kim again. I think he's got mild food poisoning, which is, in my opinion, super common in the village. One basic treatment is just to keep sipping water, which is good for practically everything. So she's got him doing that, and we're just waiting on the clinic. This is going to be a while, I think, by the crowd and by the pace, but that's okay. I'm going to go get a coffee. I've offered to grab something for Fawn. She hasn't answered me back yet. And yeah, so in conclusion, if you got a nice lady, they don't want to recommend people. They're a good lady is as wary of the bad Thai ladies as you are, and are also wary of the expats, because a lot of us do wrong, let's be honest. A lot of guys come here looking to do bad. It's not uncommon. So anyways, that's my Sunday morning. See ya. At the big Monday market, motorcycle in the distance, maybe you can see it. Little Thai goes a long way. Guy was super friendly and Jai said absolutely. I go, "Jot tini dai mai? Can I park here?" He goes, "Oh, dai. And so, you can at all, and so I did. Great parking spot. Only room for just one cool motorcycle, mine. And I'm with Fawn. Hang on, better view, go ahead. Better view. It would be the cute little tan like channel, but she's got long pants on. So do I, by the way, because it's morning shopping. Two-thirds of people are wearing, half of people are wearing shorts, but it looks better to wear long pants, especially if you're a Falang. I mean, I would expect we get judged a little more harshly because so many of us do naughty things. My name is Rob, and thank you for supporting my YouTube channel. I meant every word I just said with respect.